will be offering two brand new programs that start in September through the Waldorf Connections Homeschool Academy. And they are like step 2 and step 3 of what we've been learning here, right? This is what I've been saying is step 1, get the foundation. So the next 2 steps are learning Waldorf at home and teaching Waldorf at home. And learning Waldorf at home is basically all of the things that I just talked about in the last hour. It's all these arts and skills that you may have some and you probably don't have all. You may not have any. You know, do you sing? Do you play an instrument? Do you know how to paint and draw and create a circle time and all of these things? And you may be like, I don't know how I'm going to do all of that. So, and I get it because it's a lot. So basically, the next step for you is step 2, which is my Learning Waldorf at Home 6-month training academy. It's going to be a 6-month program because I really want to give you time. I mean, it's not like you can come to a course like this, like we've just done, and learn all of the stuff in 2 days or, you know, or 9 sessions. It takes a little time and practice. So I thought by tackling 1 skill a month, at the end of the 6 months, you'll have 6 things under your belt and have a really good idea of, you know, what you're doing as far as Waldorf and how to bring this to your child. So this is, again, where we dig into the skills you'll need to teach your child. You have to know it before you can teach it, right? So you've got to be ahead of them, and you've got to have a little bit of practice. And I can tell you from experience, this was the best thing that ever happened to me, that I found Waldorf when I did. Well, 1, because I didn't have trainings like this, and so it took me extra long to do it. And that I had the time to gently, you know, move into it and start having these skills myself, so that I could start, you know, going, oh, now I can see how I'm going to be able to do this. So basically, you'll get your own homeschool coach, that's me, for the next 6 months, and I'll be making sure you have what you need to bring these arts to your child. So here's just a brief thing of what it includes. It's 1 tutorial lesson each month, so we'll have a different topic like singing or circle time, and you'll get that in a video tutorial. Pretty much, I'm sure it's going to be video because I want you to be able to see what I'm doing and follow me step by step and say, oh, I can rewind and watch that again. What is she doing? And then 1 training session with me per month to talk about what's happened and what questions you have about it and what do you need further from me. It'll also include a Facebook group for interaction. Just as you see how nice it is to be here talking with each other and having others, we'll continue on. It'll be like our little Learning Waldorf at Home family for 6 months. So it'll be great. We'll get to know each other and help each other. And, you know, here's what I experienced. Here's what I did. You know, here's what I did in that case and all of that. It's so nice to have others who are at the same place as you, you know, going through the same things and learning at the same time. And then I love this Pinterest boards. I did this for my School for All Seasons class last year. We had private Pinterest boards that have pictures and video tutorials, and we can post things over there. So you can post your pictures, and I can help if I need to with, you know, art or whatever. And you can actually see visually what things look like, and we can post things over there and have our own private boards to do that too, which I think is fabulous. I'm a visual and an auditory learner, so if I can look at it and I can hear you talk about it, I got it. So we'll have that, as well as some, you know, we'll have things printed out for you in PDF to read, and we'll try to give you everything we can, you know, during that time to make sure you know what you're doing. So here's what you get from the training. Oh, wait, did I miss the... Here they are, monthly topics. Circle time, drawing, and drawing includes chalkboard drawing, block crayon drawing, stick drawing, and, you know, the techniques needed to create the Waldorf pictures and main lesson books. Then painting, the wet on wet painting will go into a lot more. I mean, I give you the basic tutorial here, but there's so much more on, you know, on removing color and using the negative space and all of that. And then handwork. I will help you with some very basic handwork. You know, if you may not even know what felting means and what kind of wool you need and how to manipulate the wool. And I'll show you how to finger knit and do some real basics, but we'll get you started, maybe even some basic knitting so that you can get started and be ahead of your child. And then storytelling. We'll talk a lot more about storytelling. I'll do all sorts of types of storytelling because, like I said, storytelling is a huge part of Waldorf, and it's not like something you just do until they're 7 and then once school starts it's over. No, the stories just begin. So to be a good storyteller is great, and we'll talk about the difference in telling a story, like the stories, you know, for younger children versus the story that you'll be telling in the grades and how to do that. And then music and singing, and so I will even give you a little help with a blowing instrument. I played the flute, so recorder was pretty simple for me, and we'll do some singing together. I think it'll be really fun. So, what you get from this training is really a tutorial instruction in the arts, and you'll have a mentor for 6 months to help you, guide you, answer your questions, and just be there beside you. And you'll have your Waldorf mom friends that you'll be going through the course with. You can chat on Facebook and Pinterest, and training on new skills you'll need to teach. And not only that, but probably one of the most important things is the confidence that you're doing it right and not, again, struggling, trying to figure out, what am I supposed to do? What age do I do this? When do I introduce that? How do I get all this together? You know, all of those things that you're kind of maybe scattered about and like, what do I do first? How do I start? So I'm giving it to you right here so that you don't have to, the guesswork is really taken out. So there's no more guesswork. The second one, which I call step 3, is teaching Waldorf at home. So this is again another 6-month training academy. So this is coming after the other one. Now that you have your Waldorf foundation and your how-to skills of the arts, music, and storytelling, it's time to start teaching. So for those of you who have an older child or who are getting ready to start teaching within the next year, maybe like a late kindergartner or first grader, you know, who have to get on the ball and say, I need to know how to plan, I need to know what to do and how to do it, then this course is for you, and I'll guide you through 6 months of training, setting up your homeschool, planning your lesson blocks, finding curriculum, and how to teach your child the Waldorf-inspired way. It includes one tutorial per month in a video or an audio, a training call with me, the Facebook group for sharing support and questions, and again the private Pinterest boards for pictures and things we need to put over there, tutorials, so that you have everything at your fingertips. The monthly topics for this course is more school related because this is the mom who's ready to teach, or will be teaching sometime, I'd say, in the next year. So setting up your homeschool space and your homeschool day, planning your lesson blocks and year, curriculum and materials, how to figure out what curriculum's for you, presenting the lessons. There's a skill to presenting the lessons because you are the one who does it. There's no workbooks, there's no textbooks, it's you. So how do you present this material? And then the economy of teaching. How do you put this all together and make your homeschool lessons work? How do you get foreign language in there, and how do you get the baking in there, and how do you bring crafts and things together, and how do you put things together so that you can kind of double up in some ways and it's not so hard. And then also teaching multiple grades or multiple kids. So if you have a first grader and a 4-year-old, how do you do that? Or if you have a third grader and a first grader, how do you do that? We'll cover both, because I know sometimes people have 2 kids in the grades, or they may have a child in the grades and then a younger one, which almost could be harder because you've got to keep them busy, and how do you juggle that? So what you get with the step 3 is you get everything from step 2 as well. I'm including this together. So you get everything from step 2, and you get guidance on selecting curriculums and materials, customized planning of your school lessons, help with teaching multiple grades and children, and ideas of projects, crafts, and themes into your main lesson. So you get 2 and 3. For those of you who have to kind of zoom ahead a little and need everything, that's fine, and it will be going on simultaneously. We will do your classes the same thing. These are going to run September on for 6 months, and you will get your lessons. You'll get everything from step 2 and step 3 in here, so you'll get 2 lessons per month if you decide to go this route, because I know people don't want to wait. If they have to get ready to teach, they need to know this. So that's why we're kind of bundling it together. So basically, here's the Waldorf Connections Homeschool Academy, learning Waldorf at home, teaching Waldorf at home. And for you guys who are the first ones to go through step 1, which is living Waldorf at home, which we're going through right now, I'm going to offer you kind of a special deal since you guys are the first ones and you'll have the first set, you'll be the first ones in the class. I have a limited space in the classes in order to give individualized attention, so I have to, limit, but you guys are getting first dibs. So the bonus is for you guys, it's $100 off the tuition from either one through August the 10th. You get $100 off. And I'm also giving you a copy of my School for All Seasons nature curriculum, which I know I've talked about several times during our course. It's a preschool kindergarten curriculum done for the nature in the seasons. And I think I talked about how I had a done for you circle time in there. And basically it's it's a September through May curriculum, and you have a weekly theme with books, ideas, stories, crafts, recipes. It's nature and season based because this is for the younger crowd. We're not teaching academics, but it gives you something to go by. You have a theme every week, and I've heard people say, "Oh, I know, maybe I can just kind of wing it." But after a few weeks, you start to run out, or you kind of forget, and you don't have everything together. And I found that it's a lot better to have something. It's not a real curriculum per se, as far as like teaching academics, but it is a structure that you can have, so that you have something to do with these older children. I think that when they get to be about 5 or 6, it's time to do something, that you feel that you need to do something. And again, you can use the chart. It comes with another chart, what my child is learning as you go through, and it's great. And I've had a lot of people giving me great feedback on it. So you get a free copy of that when you join either one of these programs. And then I'm also gifting you a ticket to my live event, which is going to be in November here in Pawleys Island, South Carolina. And I'll be sending out some more information about that coming up in this probably very soon as I get all the details done. So I would love to have you come and experience a whole weekend here with me live and learn some great stuff, and you get a free ticket to that. So that is your bonuses for that. Here are the prices of the Academy. I think they're extremely valuable. You've got step 2, learning the Waldorf at home. Regular price is $397 for the entire 6 months, and with $100 off it's $297. And then teaching Waldorf at home, step 3. Remember, you get everything you get in step 2 and step 3, so you're getting like a double program, and it's $697. With $100 off it's $597 for the 6 months. So if you guys are interested, oops, I don't have the website on here. I'll send it out. It is the waldorfconnection.com/homeschool academy. You can go to, it's not even posted on my website or anything, because this is I'm just announcing it now. This is it. You're getting it live. This is the first shot. So you can click on over there, the waldorfconnection.com/homeschool academy, and the registration is open for the full pay. I'm going to be adding installment payments as well, probably later on today. So if you are interested and want to do an installment, just email me and let me know that you want a spot, so that I make sure to get you in, and I will get the information to you on installments. I think it's going to be like 4 months of payments, so you pay equal amounts over 4 months, if that helps. Because I want to make it doable for everybody to kind of go on.